Ah, let's go! We're back in it! Let's link the video to everyone. Oh, I love being here. Oh, I love being here! Stream announcements at party streamers. Ah! It's happening. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I should be like way more hyped, but I think some huge fucking drama just dropped in my guild. Uh-oh. Whoa. Uh-oh. No good. Big bad. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am stoked. I'll get into that some other time, you know? Whoa. Oh, very bad. Woo! Oh shit, okay. So I've got some sad news for everyone. There will be no chocolate review this stream. I do not have money. I cannot fund chocolate review. So I'm afraid to say that there are more important matters at hand. I know we will get back to chocolate review, I'm sure. But in lieu of that, we've got priorities. All right? Here's the thing. I know we all want chocolate review. I'm aware of that. But people have died. People are dead. And we have an obligation, nay, a duty to see their souls avenged. So, I am declaring war on whatever twisted fuck killed IBUKI and also Hiyoko. But whoever killed IBUKI will pay. And I want you to know that I will not rest until they have been brought to justice. So, there will be no chocolate review, but there will be vengeance. They will pay for the next chocolate review. Monkey. I found all the things. Found all the hidden Monokumas. Now it's time. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk, hold it right there!
Enemy's such
What?
a dumb child.
Don't get in my way! You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine! Oh, Kuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see. So you've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's innocent. Now then, I gotta go first. Hold on, I won't let you escape. Hey, did you hear what he just said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well,
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
All right, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to be livid if Nekomaru's involved. I don't think he is. That sounds insane. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. Also, it'd be really difficult to kind of go back down the escalator because it's going up and everyone else is going up. So it'd be like, plus there's a big jump at the bottom where like they go up really quickly, and I mean, it would just be difficult. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, we all died. The elevator began its deep descent, as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. When it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. My! It feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Two people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No!
Why bother?
That's...
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hyoki Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. What to say about Hyoko Saionji? She was alive. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually a fucking cunt. But she was trying to change herself. And she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mihiru's death. The person who killed those two is among us. Pretty sus. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believed it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friends' sake. For Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Yes, I'd like to save. Alrighty, let's check our truth bullets. We have a number of things that we have no fucking clue about. I don't think I can solve all the pieces of this puzzle, but I can figure out a few things. So, what we were able to figure out, or at least hopefully suss out, is that it is not a few people. It is not Nagito, because he was fucked. He was definitely sick, because we know that Mikan was able to back that up. Unless it's some crazy fucking world where Mikan and Nagito work together, they are innocent. Mikan is innocent because we spent all of our time with her in the morning. Fuyuhiko is innocent. Partially it's a narrative thing, but mostly he was also accountable at the time of the murder. Akane was sick. Again, mostly accountable. Also, there was a puddle of tears near to the body, so, you know. Chiaki and Gundam were found at the motel when it all took place, and they were outside. They were at the motel. So, in order for the person to have mucked around with the, basically what we found out. Okay, hold on. What we were able to figure out based on looking through the pictures, the scenes before, when we saw it the first time and we saw it the second time, is we were able to figure out a few key differences. Most notably, someone used the rat wallpaper to make a second pillar around Hiyoko so that the body could be revealed second. As well as, when we saw it the second time, there was an additional thing broken near to the picture, and that was a camera. So what that means is going to be coupled to something else. What we also found out was that the room is, this scene has a few problems. Most notably, the stepladder does not have blood on it. Now, presumably the blood was used in the kill of Hiyoko, I think. I don't know exactly how. But what I do know is that the conference room would have been perfect because of the blackout curtain in order to set up this sort of video. Not only would it do that, but it would pull people to the music venue, allowing the murderer, or whoever set up this video, presumably the murderer, to make their way out behind Hajime. So the theory is that they set up this video inside of the hospital and then followed Hajime to the music venue, and when Hajime went to the motel, went into the music venue, set up the rest of the scene by unveiling Hiyoko, and broke the camera. What this allows them to do, what this means is that if this killer were to have been at the motel, they would have had to somehow overtake Hajime while also doing all that, which means Gundam and Chiaki, the two people who we know were at the motel, are innocent as well. What this leaves us with is, are two people who could potentially be innocent, who could potentially be guilty, who are not accountable, rather. Kazuichi and Sonia both were not noticed, do not have an alibi, or do not have any sort of accountability at any point during this time. Nekomaru also technically, but I mean, if it's Nekomaru, then that fucking sucks. So, I'm gonna say it's not Nekomaru. So, the difference between Kazuichi and Sonia, honestly, it's tough. Sonia is technically possible, but her reason for why Hiyoko went to the thing, it could be a lie. We don't have an alibi, that's just hers, and it's plausible. Kazuichi, on the other hand, understands how the cameras work. He probably would have access to wood glue, or some glue. That was probably the glue that we found on the doors. Why he killed them, I don't know. I am, at this point, going into the case, I'm going to say it's Kazuichi. Also because I can just fucking feel Nick's grin when he hears me talk about Kazuichi, knowing that he is the one who kills Ibuki. Is it true? I don't know. But we'll find out one way or another. And without further ado, actually, let me grab some water real quick, because I feel like I'm gonna need it. Well. Can I grab? Oh, I can right before I... Okay, hold on. Before we do this, we got another skill. I'm gonna want that. You know, because my fucking 6 skills. Where I gotta be able to the classic Hayden combo where I dodge it, where I fucking fuck it up. Let's do it.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time. Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night
Hi,
at the
Sam.
hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime?
I hate you. I
tried to
just
stop
hate
them,
him
of
so
course.
much.
I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
Oh, right, Gundam didn't come with us.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we
Right,
met up with
forgot about
Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our site.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I fled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Mikan and Fuyuhiko?
After I
Ooh!
heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true? Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. The story I just heard is
Alright.
clearly suspicious.
Yeah, fair play.
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video and the first one to discover Ibuki's body,
Yeah.
then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Okay, I mean, like, I can think of a few reasons why you lie. I mean, just like off the top of my head, wanting to get away with murder.
Obviously. so you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
I like this. I like this. I like this. This is
doubt
cool.
me? If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
I still hate you. This is trial 3. Hello there, Nagito's Panta. I don't know if that name means you like Nagito, but I really hate Nagito. But welcome to the stream. Just as Kazuichi said, Nagito's the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. I mean, okay, but he's right though. Like, like. I should have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. It was spoiled to you, Carl? Oh, Cam. Alrighty, let's do it. Wait, I can just keep going forever? Oh, there it is.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Oh, okay, yes. I was the last one to see the movie.
He's clearly suspicious.
Okay, we're good, we're good. Ow, fuck.
I don't think I can. After all,
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Fuck. We're good, we're good, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I really don't like Nagito. I liked him. The funny thing is, if I just, let me just pull this up real quick. The funny thing is at the start of this, this is this document I've been working on since the start of this, shit. And Nagito was up here when I started. Also, I need to take everyone off the, there we go. Nagito was at the top of homie tier, and he's been just tanking since the start. Since the end of case 1.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Case in point!
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that.
Ah! Stop! Stop it! Stop doing these things!
Each person only received 1 ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
God damn it.
Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Nagito is insane, yes, but stop. I also have this belief, and I am dying on this fucking hill, that Nagito is Makoto, and I like Makoto, and I don't like Nagito.
Which means there's no way.
I will die on this hill, I swear to
never
God.
saw the movie.
He is, oh, I
Commit
just spilled
murders
water
that
all over my
imitated it.
fucking desk. God damn it. Shit. Fuck. Fuck, damn. Ugh. They have the same voice actor. I know. And if you rearrange the letters in Nagito Kameda, you get Makoto Nagi. No, Nagi Da. You get Makoto Nagi. He kind of looks the same. He's the ultimate lucky student. He, like, Byakuya's already... Fuck this guy.
Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
Stop!
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
I mean, it is. It's literally a killing game, but whatever.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway. Now then, since we know Hajime's
I hate this
testimony
so
is
much.
reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like
Is
I
she, like,
said before,
vaguely
it's pretty
Southern?
clear what the problem with this
I think she
case
is.
is.
Rip Ibuki and Hiyoko. By the way, we
killer murdered
stand the
Hiyoko
ever-loving
while
fuck out of
Hajime was
Ibuki
gone.
here. So we're all very
So all
sad.
we
We got a
gotta
lot
do
to go in there. We
is
got a
establish
lot
who could
riding on
possibly
this.
done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the
Oh, I
music
love you,
venue?
Gundam.
I couldn't have been
Why don't
gone
I hang
for
out
more
with you
than
more?
10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
Nagito's Panta, I love you. Welcome to the stream. Ibuki Best Despair Girl. Let's go. Oh my god. We got a bunch of fucking Chiaki. We got one main Chiaki best girl person in chat, and like Chiaki, pretty good, but like obviously waifu bait, so like losing some points there.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside.
I love this
But
guy.
entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, okay.
Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
I do not believe this.
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
This now worries me.
Me too?
This now worries me because they're talking about this too early in the case. Okay, so I did a bit of a rundown just before we got into the trial, but my current line of thinking is that it's Kazuichi. I hate that, but there's like a number of reasons why he's been acting suspicious. There's debatably what could be wood glue on the inside of the door, which means they wouldn't have had to be inside in order to make it work. Also, he understands how to make the cameras work. I just don't see a reason for it. I actually love Kazuichi, which makes this really sad for me because my two favorite characters were like Kazuichi and Ibuki. They were like my best homies. And it's entirely possible that Kazuichi killed Ibuki, and now I'm about to be really fucking sad. But what I'm 100% sure of is that the killer was not in the venue. And that it is, I really think it has to be Kazuichi or Sonia. I don't think it can be anyone else. I know for a fact that it isn't Chiaki or Gundam. And I know for a fact that it isn't Mikan. And I am reasonably, like, above 90% sure that it isn't Akane, Fuyuhiko, or Nagito. So that leaves two people. And I'm also, like, 100% sure it's not Nekomaru because that would suck. Okay, look. To defend Kazuichi. Because, you know, we're not all perfect. We're not all perfect. But Kazuichi was a bit of a perv. You're right. But he could have been Teru. You know? Like, Teru, there's a line. And, you know what? As far as I'm concerned with Kazuichi, he wasn't the worst. Because he was kind of like he wanted to, he kind of scoped out the girls thing on the second case, but also like he didn't like actually perv out of them. He just was like, whoa, we're in the same place. It's like, it could be worse. I'm not defending his actions, but he could be worse. He could be a lot worse.
The others all have alibis.
Yes.
Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
What concerns me, though, is how quickly we're getting to this point, because this makes me think that I'm off.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you? Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer is hiding inside
I
the
got introduced to this game by the other people in the chat here. These are all my friends. I played through the first game, was fantastic, had a ball and run, and this game is really good. I will be playing after this. The plan is to play Ultra Despair Girls and then 3.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? You're stuck with me, Sam.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
Yeah.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over. I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
I feel like lock the door from the inside with the semi-transparent glob.
Lock.
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock. By doing that, the killer waited till we get and suddenly.
So they look like I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still in. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have.
The lock was on the floor.
Nagito Gundam Ibuki. Gundam's pretty good. I haven't hung out with Gundam a lot.
So they look like I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the in.
There it is.
No, that's wrong.
Shut up, Nick!
Wait a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob? Like rubber, maybe?
Or glue? Glue.
I see! Semi-transparent glob. Must have been glue.
Do I like Fuyuhiko? After he came back with the fucking eye patch, I fuck with Fuyuhiko. Where is he right now? I think my list right now looks like this, but I'm honestly right now I'm kind of feeling like I want to bump it something like this. No, this goes Mikan's just higher than Fuyuhiko. I really love Mikan. Nekomaru is alright. The problem is some of these characters I haven't seen a lot of, notably like Nekomaru and Gundam I haven't seen a lot of from the recent cases. And the way that I've been treating this game has been like to just kind of go around and let it sort itself out as to who dies when. So this is probably my list right now. I fucking hate Nagito. I really do. This is probably my list right now. Ibuki was like king of homie tier. Queen of homie tier.
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
Chiaki, you're insane.
I'm certain
You're fucking crazy.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's ball
I
for
believe
you.
it is not something one typically eats.
Hey, don't judge me.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
Chiaki's favorite food is glue.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was...
I want to put forth right now that it is actually possible that Fuyuhiko did it. But, like... that would suck. So... I hope it's not. It's possible Fuyuhiko did it. It'd be really depressing. I think it'd be really sad. But that's just me.
Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
I don't think it is, but it's
Apologize to
possible.
Miss Sonia and me. However,
Fuyuhiko would kill Chiaki. Or, no, not Chiaki. Hiyoko. Because she's a bitch. And she also really hated him. I don't think it's him. But, like, it's the motive's kind of there. And then he would just, I don't know, just use Ibuki as a tool. Didn't have a problem with that. Well, actually, he does. Sorry, technically he does. But that's beside the point. It's possible. It's possible. I hate Hiyoko. Sorry, Hiyoko does have one redeeming quality, and that she's fucking hilarious to listen and insult people. I love Mikan, but I also love hearing Hiyoko call her a pig shit because that's just so out of left field. It's funny.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Shut the fuck up, Monami.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
No.
even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away
Everyone
from
sounds
the venue,
weird. I don't know if that means that there's spare diseases
they
everywhere,
must
but...
have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Yeah.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
The scrap that was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh shit. Doing a logic dive? Oh, god damn it! No, oh. Fuck. No, shit. I got a little spicy.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting, tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
God, I hate you. I also really hate
But if you
self-deprecative
guys were
talk like that.
exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
The scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Ibuki was your wife. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, then let's give this a try. Logic dive. Oh, Jesus. Dude, I love Sonic. Oh, I forgot to speed up. Dude, I love me some Danganronpa. Can we cut it with the fucking arbitrary minigames? Some of them I like. Some of them I don't like. Hajime Hinata, ultimate snowboarder. Ain't that the goddamn truth? Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm okay. I made it. Okay. Fuck, no! With the circular wall! It's another wall! Ah! That counts! It's like a wall, but it's round!
it's all coming together.
I'm so glad I did a game to find out what I already know!
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No,
Round
the body
walls
was
aren't
already
real.
taped up and the
Guys,
pillar hidden,
Danganronpa.
along with the pillar using
God
the wall.
damn it.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able
I
to
don't like
create
how
a slightly
quickly we're getting
larger
through the logic I've already found out about this case.
So when
very
I first discovered
concerning.
Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Killer
that's
pillar.
Understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's
We'll be
about
right
time
back.
we shed some light on those imitation murders.
God, I hate you.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once.
Welcome back.
What is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew
Aww.
it. There are so many similarities.
Damn it! I was vibing.
Must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But
No,
why
the
did the
camera.
killer go to all this trouble in the
That's
first
the question.
place?
Why? Why bother?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
Oh shit. To mix up the killing order.
I see.
The reason
I
the killer
guess to like
imitated
make people
two of the
think
murders
more about
from
the movie and less
was
about the
so he'd
murders.
mix up the killing order.
Then, Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
I just don't know
A
if,
valid line of reasoning.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki.
I don't know about that one, Gundam.
I'm not even crying.
Or begging.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Why are you so aggressive now?
What a jerk!
Yeah! Fuck that
You
guy!
want to explain it to me, then? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
Oh! Whoa!
Even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right?
Jesus!
That means she's
Chiaki!
still alive. We were touching
Woo!
the floor.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was killed. That would mean Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Fucking love this guy.
He's being annoying again.
Yeah, fuck this guy!
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Gundam.
Because she was
You
doing
vibing.
something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems
Walking!
you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
True. Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hyoko was killed. You're missing one. You're missing one of the Devas. You're missing one of the Dark Devas. Don't forget Jumpy.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
That's stupid. Why'd I do that?
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Woo! Woo! I consent. Thank you. Thank you, not just Panther.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
And it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
How good would it be if Gundam dies and we have to debate with the 4 Dark Devas of Destruction? That's what I'd do.
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power.
Oh! Yes, I love it when NPCs interrupt me.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest
Student
still
reeks
reeks
of
of
lab.
Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Yes.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? It's a good line. But
Are you sure you're sure?
If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized.
I love this guy. This guy's the best.
However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
He's so extra. Yes, the 4 Dark Devas of Destruction. I vaguely remember how to do this.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about what you can see a nice nightmare.
I can't back down!
Yes! I win. I win!
As
Ha
long as Ibuki's body has no open wounds, there's no doubt that blood is Hyoko's.
Yeah, let's go.
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, yes. But it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it. However, you cannot step on the pillar with... It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
Fuck! Shit! No! Fuck! Hey, damn it! I should have used it! Yes! We pushed back on
Hiyoko was
purpose.
taped to the pillar, yes. But it's possible that the pillar still had blood. However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet. You should feel proud.
Wait, what?
Of yourself. It's been
I gotta be
nearly
knocked back?
3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
Fucking shit, I don't even remember what the fucking... Step out on blood?
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crimes. There was no blood on the...
No! Damn it!
Just about what you can see a nice nightmare. You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Got it. Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't like that game mode. I don't know what it is. Something about it just doesn't seem right to me. I hate that, like, you can miss it and then you have to just fucking sit there and wait. Like, the problem with the game mode, the problem that I have with it is that it's basically just... Like, it's basically just, like, the normal thing where you have to wait for the opening and use the right bullet, except you can't speed through it. So if I miss it, if I'm, like, spam clicking, fuck me, I guess. And I have to spam click, otherwise I'm gonna fall behind.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but... Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Oh,
Even if they're
that's
able to hide
sad.
Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far. Aside from Nikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did
You
not
don't know
know it
that
either.
fact.
Maybe that theater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
So he brought that up, and I'm wondering if it's because he's trying to look like he agrees.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then.
Good idea.
But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Ah, wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me? Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
It's possible, yeah.
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
Not possible. Well, sorry, not
She
not
was
impossible.
afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the
It's
killer
not.
had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
What? What? So, what part of hanging don't you understand? So they were, so like, Nagito, so the thing about Nagito is that he's kind of like a heel, because it's like, oh man, he's like really smart, but I fucking hate him. But like, that's dumb.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
Now let's see Hiko on this one.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think
Brain the
she
size of a
wouldn't have
planet.
chosen hanging. Her body would have
Swelling.
been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the
God,
heck?
you're a freak.
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Truth. Oh, I hate
According
it.
to
I hate that video.
you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
Oh, shit.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan
Maybe
is
the
to
blackened
destroy
did
the
an ad
weakest
read.
alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
It is not. We'll get there. When you guys catch up.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki
Alright, see you, man. Thanks for coming. Hope we come back later. Hope we got check it out.
And
Remember,
since we
ring that
established
bell.
Yoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Wrong.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
We have two
Now
of
then,
them.
I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Okay.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Okay, I gotta do it on Recon.
We can exclude the sick.
And what about the...
Right before I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing.
So everyone who stayed at...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi,
There.
No, that's wrong.
What up, gang? It's your boy the Black and smash that
Not all
like
of us are
button.
missing an alibi. In fact, Mikon and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Okay, don't get down
Up
so
until
fucking
I saw that hanging
exasperated
video,
about it.
Mikon and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
I
In my face! In my face! I literally couldn't breathe. I
It's not like
was going to die.
Tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
I get it.
That's the
You're
case.
getting the
The
dick.
killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest
Shut the
alibi
fuck up,
backed us
Sonia.
into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Okay, where are you going with this?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
No, I'm just being an
I feel
asshole.
really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
I imagine it's to make Ibuki look guilty, right? If that's the case. Are we still in the killer's trap? Is that a trap set by one of us? Probably gonna finish Mikan's story, yeah. So then whose and what kind of trap is it?
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Monami! The moss balls sure look tasty today. Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off of moss balls. And here's some chance time! What? What's that? Now then, Monami's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm me, bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought our certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
What are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Fuck just happened there? Reopen. Let's keep going.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
The reason that the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist? Whew.
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
I wish you would just die. I wish you would just regular
This
die.
again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the invitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
I'm with Kazuichi.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie.
Man.
About the lion that got killed second.
Got pumped full of arrows.
That's the one Hiyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hiyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape. Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows. Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hiyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Yeah, that checks out. I was already there.
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions? Don't you know that's me assuming it's outside of you and me? There are also other strange details.
Fuck you!
Strange
Michael!
details.
Put down the
Like
fucking
what?
taser!
Ah! For example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Why did Hiyoko go to the music video? That would be because of
You're
Sonya's
saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
I think it's Kazuichi. I don't think the motive is important.
This is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction.
I mean, look at them. They're riled.
Why did Hiyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
What? Did I miss? I did
I
miss.
agree with that.
I agree with that.
It's just as Sonya said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hiyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hiyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key.
So sad.
At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't move.
Oh shit. You.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Okay, well, now you're
My first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up!
Oh, I hate these. These
I'll
will
shut
piss me
you up
off.
right
I
now.
hate having these, like, we gotta stop and let you be a dumbass for a bit.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking, and that's why the killer targeted her.
Damn, fuck.
But Hiyoko's room was locked.
Welcome back.
The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer
Yeah.
was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Keep
There's no
going.
reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono.
Let's keep going.
The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Fucking shit.
Crap.
Ah.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer. That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all. Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer. That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all. Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
God damn, I hate it so much. I hate that so much.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a
Shut
little
the fuck up,
something.
Kazuichi. That's so... No, you're such a
Then,
fucking piece
the
of
killer
shit.
probably couldn't have
God damn
assumed
it.
that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Come on, dude. I want to like you.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko
Can you just
with
go down like
that
a hero like
information.
anyone else?
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
I don't want to mess with anyone who's that bold.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Akane's...
Gunjan, please stop! For his sake!
Ah, she's like...
Huh? What do you mean for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Don't.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
Holy shit, Fuyuhiko just no-sold it. Like, yeah, whatever. Okay. So anyways.
The only
That's
thing
so
I can
good.
think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself,
There we go.
she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably
But then
happened
what?
when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki.
But then why?
The killer most
Maybe.
likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
Like, yeah, probably.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
Oh.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Okay, let's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Oh, interesting move.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
Alright, well, he's obedient.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs
Come
help.
on, just shut up
from
again. Shut up
scum
again.
like
Shut up,
me.
shut up again. Shut up. Shut
So
the
what do
fuck
you
up.
think?
Shut up, I hate
I
you.
was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut.
Hi.
But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion.
You want water? Get some water.
Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Well, she did.
What are you talking about?
Maybe.
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we
yeah.
already finished talking about that a while ago.
Yeah, yeah, Nagito,
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking
Ugh.
kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood in her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around. So Ibuki was already dead.
It's very strange.
Yo, can you fuck? You have water.
Strange? What's strange?
Hold on, I gotta, give me a second. You want some more water? You want my water? You want my water? Fine, I'll give you some more of my fucking water. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Spoiled little fucking brat. Jesus. This cat, man. Ibuki did not kill. 100%. Ibuki didn't kill because she wouldn't have been able to hide and unhide the body while being dead. Ibuki must have been dead already when Hiyoko walked in.
I can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Do you notice such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Akito Komaeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did.
He is smart. I'll give him that.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video.
But that's something only Hajime
She was
would
killed
know.
by hanging. The thing is that she was killed by hanging 100%. Comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video. Whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
Gotta get to work.
As long as I leave this to
Brittany
you,
does not.
I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw, based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange
Yep,
about that
again,
video.
I also knew this. Okay. So as of right
Can you
now,
explain it to us?
nothing has surprised me.
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side,
What the fuck are you doing here?
there was a blood stain.
I love you,
on the
baby,
left
but
side of the
stop.
stepladder.
What, you
However,
left?
that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene.
Sad if true.
But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
I'm completely blind.
And there's no way the
And we've been
video was
going through
recorded in
extreme
advance.
lengths to make
If
sure
that's
I
the
stay
case,
blind.
The only thing I can think of is
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
I'm reasonably confident about the killer, but I don't
Where
know.
would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
And one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
I do not know. I'm blind.
you're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
Stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing the place where the killer did something. Oh, jeez. I usually stream on Fridays, and then sometimes... Oh shit, damn it. Oh, filming equipment. I literally just fucking guessed. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Ah, shit. Fuck, ow, ow, ow. No, ah! Ah! No! Oh my god! No, god! Oh, no! No! Ah! No! No! Ah! No! No! I can't! Oh, shit! Fuck, damn it! Fuck, ow! Oh my god.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
Anyways, yes, I usually stream on Fridays, but occasionally I stream on Tuesday, especially if there's like a big thing coming up, like Avenging Ibuki.
It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor's supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
No, let's just show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else. What did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? But I'm trying to make it cool. But I'm trying to like make it, you know, big fancy like. Oh, could have gone faster. Oh shit. What was the name of that game that we used to play in like elementary school? That was basically this, but you were a little gray dude, little gray alien dude. Oh, I didn't mean to do this. I don't want to go this way. I mean, I totally planned it. Haha. Endless Runner? I never really played it, but other people did. Maybe if I increase my jump height, I'll be able to make something like that. Did we tamper with the camera at the music venue or the hospital? We brought it to the hospital. I just fucking. They took it with. I honestly couldn't even fucking read it. They took it with them. I don't fucking follow this. I don't know where they're going with this, but I'm not sure.
It's all coming together. That's it. The killer
I
just
can
brought
break?
the camera from
What do
the
you mean
music
break?
video. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
No, I can't.
Then
You're wrong.
only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
Fuck you. I'm doing my best, okay? I mean, I understood, but like Hajime is doing his best.
That's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
He broke it.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it.
Yeah. We're good. We're juicy right now.
As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not.
Yeah, I guess.
My
Technically.
attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And we all know I'm known for noticing things.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And broke that too.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
Clever, it's such a clever case.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
But it transmitted from the hospital to
The
the
fact that
hospital.
it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Transmitted to the hospital. This was pretty limited. This was done in the hospital. Yeah, I'm ahead of you. Best case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed in the music video? Conference room. The only possibility is that place inside that building. No! Oh! What a fun game. Fuck! What are there? God, what a fucking too many C's. Oh, I love that game where I know the answer and I have to wait.
It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
Put the curtain in the hospital room. Or in the venue. So far, honestly, so good. I got all of this. I just don't know who the killer is, for sure. This is a long case. It feels like a long case, but at least.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
You fucker. No, did I got that backwards. Hold on.
There's no way the conference and the music venue.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music
No, it's the other
venue?
way around.
Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Oh, I hate you! Oh, I hate you!
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain right after the incident. It somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
You have they have no reason. I love it. He's just fine. He just interjects the conversation just to roast Monami.
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Should I read that? The video, right? Maybe? No. Candle?
I can prove it with this.
Yeah.
You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, it's pretty strange. The
We're
music
getting
venue
very
has
far
it,
in
so there's
figuring
no
out how
reason
this
to
case
use
works,
candle.
but just like, yeah, like,
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That
But it
might have
doesn't-
been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence.
what the problem is that we're getting very far in terms of like how it all went down, but we're not actually solving who
They
did it.
couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means, are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided.
We're in a dangerous spot
The
right
video I
now.
saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the
It's
hospital
actually
conference
really
room.
harrowing, the idea that it was filmed from inside there.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
Fucked up that you're bringing that to point.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of the crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I think I've heard Bayside cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
Okay, so now we're gonna clear this up.
That's not possible.
Yeah, we're gonna clear up the fact that it was
Right
actually the
after
killer
Hajime
who
saw
filmed
that
it.
video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there was a fake somewhere. The fake must have been
I see.
Ibuki in the conference room.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
Yeah. Okay. Keep him coming. Keep him
It
coming.
was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death,
I wonder if
must
it's
have
someone who
been
has a
earlier.
despair disease.
Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took
And they don't
Ibuki
even
from the
remember
music
it.
venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
Which means all of our alibis got cleared up. I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set a trap for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. One
not
possibility
anything
I
that
can
wasn't
think
already
of.
explained at the start of the
I
stream.
examined that possibility thoroughly. Then naturally, the killer's identity will reveal itself.
You feed! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. No! No, I don't! Kazuichi? Okay, it can't be Gundam. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There's a couple things. First of all, I don't know if I agree that there's any one logical conclusion here. It's reasonable to say that Mikan could have gone up to the conference room at this time, but if she did, then... like... why... the thing is that it doesn't necessarily just prove that someone else could have it, could have done it. I can't disprove Mikan. What did the killer want him to see? And the despair disease would flip. God, I hope I'm fucking wrong. I really fucking hope I'm wrong. I just can't. Man, I do not want to do this.
You're the only one! You're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikon have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
It's not. Like, speaks awesome. Like, it's not. Sorry. The only problem I have with this is that, like, someone else could have been in the, like, the conference room. Someone else could have just hid there. Easy.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room.
If they're inside the conference room, she's not gonna fucking bother with that. Well, when we found her, she was like catatonic. She wasn't responding. And that's plausible for someone working that much. Shut the fuck up, Nick. Stop. Nick, don't drive the fucking nail home. Just let me be fucking sad about it, okay? Let me be sad and angry about it.
By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video.
I'm livid.
And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Well aware she's a fucking nurse.
The others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible! There's no way I can kill someone!
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikon is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
Or the way you said woman.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I am serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
That makes me angry.
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
can you hold on a minute? Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time. I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with a suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You'd better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
It is.
Actually, this is a game.
Please don't say such controversial statements. Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang, that's a huge deal.
Just say it!
A decisive clue. Is something like that really?
No, I'm not actually.
Let's take a look.
Nick, I'm not actually mad, but I'm fucking mad. Like, I'm not mad at you, but I'm mad at the game, and I'm mad at the fact that I'm sad. I'm not mad at you. You good, homie. You good, homie. I just snapping for the playing into the angry a bit. It's okay. We all good. We Gucci. We Gucci, bruh. It's okay.
Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
That's probably the point.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope, and keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed.
Are you about to fucking tell me that there's an important detail of this case that wasn't fucking mentioned? Better have a good fucking reason for this,
Why
Danganronpa.
is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
God, I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew
What
about
the
this
fuck
rope
does that,
way
how does
all
that
along.
change anything?
What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
Yeah, but like, what's the point? Why is this relevant? Why are you bringing this up right now?
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear. Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That must be it! So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time. You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys
Because
are kind.
they didn't
Well,
kill him?
If that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop! I don't want to do this either! Of course I don't want to do this! But I need to do this!
You doubt your friends?
That's not it! I suspect them because I want to believe them!
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict.
Are they about to draw a fucking parallel
There's
between
no
hope
room
and
for
despair?
doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get
I'm a
it.
vapid
If you want to
dumbass.
believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mikon.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you've done something, you forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Come on, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair. Hey, Mikon, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me. Can you prove it? Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! How did you make me wrong? Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer! The video... I never filmed that video! It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find a hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again. Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Oh, do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type. So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake. I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you. Who could have filmed that video?
Oh, do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type. So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake. I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Oh, do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Just from that dim. There's no way you'd be able to make it. So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm gonna fucking...
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Nikon.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that camera angle.
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Nikon, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I
Fucking record.
never said anything about the camera angle.
I'm livid.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
Only reason Mikon knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikon? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
I have thoughts.
Forgive me!
I have thoughts.
Huh? I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible. You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag, isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
And you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Okay.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item!
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Alright. Let's bring this fucking stream home.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me.
forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
Horseshit. I'm not missing. I'm just not. I'm just straight up not missing it.
I'll do anything you want.
I never ever want to use this fucking ability, but I'm not missing the beat. I know I'm hitting the beat.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw me.
So frustrating. I didn't want to do that.
There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
No, I didn't want to use it!
There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
This is the end.
Yeah, I don't know.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier. Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left. Please, just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Alright, so here's the fucking deal. There's a couple reasons why this is really frustrating for me. There's a couple reasons. I am frustrated now that 3 times over 3 cases, there's been a complete shift in character that makes it difficult to determine who's actually is, which is frustrating because it makes it difficult to get any sort of read on what's going on, and it just exists for some sort of shock factor, which I don't like. Another thing that's really driving this home, which is really fucking frustrating me,
Here's everything that happened in
is the
this case.
fact that I love
The key to this
Mikan.
incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw.
I really like Mikan, so it's really fucking frustrating to hear her say, why doesn't anybody like me? Why doesn't anybody forgive me? Why doesn't anyone like me? And I understand that it's like a video game, and obviously like I don't have it's a parasocial relationship, but I fucking hate the fact that I like her. I don't hate her. So hearing her say it over and over again is personally insulting. No, I don't disagree. But there's I don't agree that this case was solvable from the beginning. Based on character. I think that's plausible from the beginning. But I don't agree that it's solvable from the beginning, so it's especially frustrating because I feel like I've been handed a false sense of events. That's another reason why the character shift is just frustrating. I don't feel a reason to try to solve the case when every case so far, I think to this point, has been based on at its heart based on information that I just didn't know. Which, granted, like, makes it so that it's a mystery, but... This leaves me with a sour taste in my mouth. A frustrated taste in my mouth, certainly. I'm sad. I'm sad. I liked Mikan. I liked Mikan. I wanted the best for her, but... At the same time, it doesn't feel like I've been sold the right story. And I just sort of feel betrayed, and maybe that's the point. But, I don't know.
That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime.
I went into this trial really liking
When
it.
I went to the hospital with Mikan,
I'm leaving this trial really
hating
hating
a
it.
specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally
How cool
sealed
he
it.
is.
And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Welcome back, Sam. I'm livid.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair.
Mikan, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Anger! Just anger.
Seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
Mikan, you went and fucked it. You don't get me to fucking stand up on this one. And how disappointed I am.
Well now.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point,
Correct.
you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right. The true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive
Don't
you.
joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? God damn it, Megan, you show up at this time! Ah! Were you planning to kill them from the moment while you were nursing them?
Hey!
Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
That's
There's nothing we can
obvious.
do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan too, you say?
I
know because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so void of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on. Did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? I'm sorry, Sam, I'm sorry you had to find out this way. This is... The game's really horny. It's just... you know, it's just... Oh, God. Oh, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I hate it. Nothing I hate more than fucking getting it wrong. Nothing I hate more than missing the details. That's right. Mikan felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever. Just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Then, because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name. Despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means that Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? Huh. That's the reason why. I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Impossible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of
despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong. What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh? Huh?
Who are you talking about? No fucking way. No fucking way. You're fucking joking. You're joking. You're fucking joking. Oh my fucking god.
If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. My beloved was the only one. That's right, the only one who
Don't fucking say Byakuya.
never hated me.
Don't fucking say Byakuya.
They forgave my existence.
Don't say
They
Byakuya.
forgave me, accepted me.
Don't say Byakuya.
They gave me value.
Don't say Byakuya.
They loved me.
Don't say
I
Byakuya.
loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
Or maybe not. No. Is it Toko? Don't tell me!
I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to just transcend all that is truly love. What love is all about.
Hey,
I don't understand what you're saying.
You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you. Well, even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love.
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
this is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair,
You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease.
Because, thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved.
Remember?
Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom.
Which means you had the remembering disease? Fuck that. But if this means she remembers something and ended up like this, are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island?
Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? It's because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me.
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this, all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan.
Oh, do you still doubt me? But to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World-Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know?
I know, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World-Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation.
Future Foundation? Future. That's right, the symbol on the ancient rune's door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future. Hey, just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning?
As the name suggests, that organization is the World-Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
It's just that.
Oh, what the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know?
As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Mon ami?
Huh? Oh, wrong voice. I knew it! Monami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I are members? I am Monokuma! My existence is entirely my own. Hey, don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us.
Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation Mackie that's hiding among you all is... Oh, well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course.
Oh, hell no!
We'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends.
Countdown? You even know about that?
Oh? I don't know anything.
Huh?
I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is.
Mikan, is that really you? I won't believe it! There's no way I can believe you were like this all along! Because if that's true, I've been wasting my fucking time hanging out with you for nothing! Then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now?
The past.
Past?
That person. She didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend.
Oh?
It doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self.
That's...
Well,
That applies to you as well. Memories of people. Memories of events. Whatever memory it is, losing memories
do you
are
understand?
like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person. Don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. don't you think?
Hey, I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
Hey, hey!
So, it was true all along. Our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much.
Why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma. Is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. It's too much.
Now then,
Now then.
I prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Fuck you, Mikan. No standing for this bitch. God damn it. I could have been standing right now. I hope you understand that. Oh! Justice for Ibuki! Honestly, I'm a little bit depressed with that one. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miura and Hyoki Saionji was Mikan Tsumiki. And she's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it. It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But
Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope. That isn't possible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so... Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. As she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us. And now, there's no way we can just move on. We'll try to have a clear-cut attitude about those feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor, too.
Wrong.
Too bad, that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come
The
on.
traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation. So you guys are like 2 hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different than Monomi.
Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going and going, and I didn't even have the time to eat my black bean right eye during the break.
Your right eye's made out of black beans? Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event. Special event? Head over to the First Island's beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Old friend?
Huh?
Could it be Nekomaru? Is it? It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all? Safe. How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? I'm happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but
So just
3
as
of
I
our friends
thought.
just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Maybe it's Sonia.
However,
Even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
Fine. If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who've been taken from us would do the same if they still lived.
Hey, Supreme Overlord of who gives a shit. That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence! I shall crush you into dust!
Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? No, they can't. If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching you.
right?
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Huh? What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Kane. Alrighty then, let's go! Yeah, you're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator. Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking?
What does that mean? You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them, including Nekomaru's body.
Huh? Nekomaru's body?
It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility.
What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? Well, I just saved him. That's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So, well, it just couldn't be helped. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry! To the beach on the first island!
All right!
Let's haul ass! Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running towards the beach on the first island. Where in the world is Nekomaru?
Hey!
Hey, Nekomaru! Show yourself! We have come to pick you up. Please hurry and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But,
Hey!
well, what the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be? Did he get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We had heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice! With high hopes in our hearts, we turned towards the direction of the voice. And then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting.
Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing! The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Actually kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with this. There is one horrible, disgusting, vile detail though. That's true fucking despair. He can't take a shit. Look what they've done to my boy. They've massacred my boy. He can't take a shit anymore. Nekomaru! You glorious son of a bitch. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. Godspeed, you brilliant son of a bitch. Maybe one day you'll shit in heaven. The eternal toilet in the sky.
Danganronpa.
Well then, we were hoping things would progress smoothly. That's right. Calm and ordinary progression would have been just fine. Like, for example, the enemy's lair crumbling right after you defeat the final boss, or your dead friend suddenly reappearing. Would have been just fine if things had progressed like that. That's the kind of old school progression we were hoping for. Not this unreasonable turn of events.
The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
That's true. Everyone! Thank you all very much for coming. We had 9 people peak today, which is more people than I've ever had watching the stream. Very fun. I'm glad everyone was here for this. It was not my best stream. A lot of reasons for me to be frustrated with this one. It was a time. Thank you all very much for coming along. I'm going to be ending the stream there, and we'll be continuing on to the next chapter in the next stream. I've got a lot of conflicting feelings about this one. Couple of reasons I love it, couple of reasons I hate it. I'm definitely frustrated. I'm definitely frustrated. I don't know. Maybe this. Maybe this. Maybe not. I'll have to revisit my priority list and think about who I actually want to hang out with more in the next stream. But until then, guys, have yourselves a wonderful night. In fact, have yourselves a wonderful week, and maybe the most important thing of all, have yourselves a wonderful life. And a life, you know? I can't judge. But, as always, be good to each other. Bye, everyone.